Brawl Stars has over 90 characters, and with meta changing, balance changes dropping every couple months, there's always some good, bad brawlers, and the meta always changes and dips drastically based on the balance changes. With that being said, we have a couple brawlers here who are always strong, always versatile, always pretty good inside the meta, and with the right hands will always be a great massive pick to be picked up and to be played inside of Brawl Stars. Whether that's ranked, casual, pro play, it does not matter. Starting off with Belle. Now, Belle, in my opinion, will always be the most consistent sharpshooter in all of Brawl Stars. She has easy to hit shots, she has long range, she has decent HP, she has a good gadget, she has a good super, she's all versatile, and she's played through many different modes. Now, she can be played in so much different modes, and she can be played with so much different comps that it just makes her such a strong pick. If you don't know who to go to, the map is kind of long to mid-range, and it's a perfect map for control. Belle is always going to be one of those strong brawlers. Now, she's not going to be overly broken. When she first came out, she was super strong, and she was super good. She wasn't overly abusively broken, but she was very strong, and she's always remained and kept at that level. She never dipped to like a bottom tier brawler ever, and she will never dip to a bottom tier brawler. She will just always have that versatility with her, and as my main brawler, she deserves the glaze that she's getting. Next up, we have Griff. Now, Griff will never go away, and honestly, you need a brawler like Griff in the meta with so much aggros, so much HP with tanks, and so much just aggression in Brawl Stars with that purple button addition of hypercharges. You need a brawler like Griff who could pump out solid, nice damage, who could break open walls against on close range brawlers that usually destroy your HP, and has a super that could ultimately shut down and steal the HP and lives of your enemies. Now, a brawler like Griff is just an anti-tank, an anti-aggro, and he pairs up greatly like with brawlers like Belle and B to just open up the map and then gun down the close range or aggro kind of brawlers that try to get close to you or deal a lot of damage to you in a short amount of time. Now, Griff also got a hypercharge, and now it allows him to pierce through walls. So he even now focuses on brawlers who are hiding over the walls. Even if the wall is not broken up by his gadget, he can now tear open the map with his hypercharge and tear open and cause mayhem amounts of damage. And a brawler like Griff, Gale used to have that spot with, now Gale has now fallen off. It's sad to see, but now Griff has returned, and now he is always going to be, in my opinion, the top 3 most solid anti-tanks. Yeah, sometimes we're going to get brawlers that get overly buffed and they're anti-tanks and they're going to be dealing insane damage, but they'll eventually get nerfed. A brawler like Griff, no matter if he's nerfed, even though I don't see ever a Griff nerf coming in, he will always be one of the best anti-tanks, and we need a brawler like that in the game, or it would just be assassin meta and we would have to just uninstall. Next up, we have Steu. Now, Steu, when he first came out, okay, he was broken. Now, his super mechanic allowed him to bump into you and cause a knockback animation. He was able to, with his gadget, his wall break gadget, just passively get a super once he clicked the gadget and tear open the wall. He was super broken, and with recent nerfs, he has been toned down a bit and recent power creep. But with that being said, have you ever seen a 0 ping Steu destroy your whole lineup? Steu is still that brawler, and when it comes to just casual to even competitive, sometimes you need to pick up a carry brawler against some certain squishies or some certain control brawlers to cause some mayhem. Steu is one of those brawlers. Now, he's not the most broken of the bunch anymore, but with the bans and ranked, he could definitely be slept on, and he could definitely be picked up and could cause a lot of like damage in the right hands. As you guys seen, brawlers, I mean people like Patchy, like Composure, with the Steu, they turn into the next GOAT. I'm not gonna lie. So it's respectable glaze from a brawler like Steu. He definitely needs his respect. He's definitely on the underrated side right now inside of the meta, because the meta has been crazy. But with that being said, he's always going to be played well because he has 2 good gadgets. He has insane capabilities where he's able to dash all around the map. He has a good hypercharge. He could just do pretty much a lot that a lot of brawlers cannot do by themselves. So he's a very good individual and one of the most dynamic brawlers to ever exist inside of Brawl Stars. Next up, we have Gray. All right, now Gray was always a good brawler slash a cheesy brawler, but now he solidified himself. I mean, he always had, but it's really solidified now. Knockout, bounty, hot zone. He's always gonna be in that meta. All right, hot zone because he can always place down his TP and be a little bit of a cheesy brawler, but it's a legit strat where he has 2 teleports down now because of his hypercharge, and then now it provides a shield, so which enables him to beefy up all the other tank or aggro brawlers to keep them alive, and just for them to teleport closer onto the hot zone safe and to deal out insane more amount of damage much quicker and much more efficiently. Now when it comes to bounty and knockout, he has pull mechanic with his gadget where he's able to pull the enemy, and that could just be served for some nice amount of kills. He has a good damage. He could act as an assassin sometimes, especially in knockout on bounty. He could also just be act with his teleport, transferring an 11,000 HP 12,000 HP Hank on top of your forehead with 4,000 damage ready to slap right in front of your face. It's absolutely insane. So he could just pair up with so much dynamic brawlers, and he's one of those few support brawlers that will always be seen in the meta because he has decent range, he has a good gadget, he has one of the best supporting supers inside of the game, and he could overall has strong star powers that could support him to keep alive and to heal his teammates up. So it's really versatile when it comes to getting kills and to getting a lot of zone time inside a hot zone. So he's always going to be a brawler to look out for, and always a brawler that no matter how the balance changes go, he's always going to be strong. Last but not least, it's a bit of a short video here, but if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, share, subscribe, make sure to join my Discord down below, and make sure to look out for my live streams. I try to do daily live streams. We're getting it back up running. This is about to be amazing summer with you guys, Slam Army. But we have Genie, the OG of the OGs. All right, so he's just the OG. All right, now he is just the brawler that came, and he's like one of those most perfect competitive brawlers when it comes to just healing mechanics, super mechanics, main attack mechanics, gadget mechanics. He may not have the highs of the high, but with just really good mechanics blended into one brawler, you get Genie. Now Genie has passive healing for his teammates. Genie has a super where he could just spam out attacks, so it's constant pressure, constant not allowing enemies to heal up, constant projectile spam. All right, and then he has gadgets. His gadgets could help him bounce back against aggros. His gadget could help him get confirmed kills with closing in on them with his spirit slap, with his spirit attack with gadgets. And then he has his star powers, which obviously gets the passively healing, and then he could use his super, which his super mechanic allows him to be always this consistent, because a lot of modes kills are very important. You get knockout, you got bounty. A pull could change the scenario of the game 100%. One pull could change the game. It could get a kill on a person with a blue star. It could get a kill on knockout without you really having to do much, and he could relatively get his super really quickly just because he could spam out a lot of shots, and it's easy to hit shots. And then by the second round of knockout, he has his pull mechanic, and then you could just get an easy pickup once you're able to manually aim and get your gadget pull on, get your Genie pull on them. It could just pretty much be GG's in the chat. With that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. These brawlers are always good, and these brawlers will always stay good. I wanted to also include Jay Young, but he's one of the most newer brawlers inside the game. I feel like when the months and years go by, he will definitely be joined to this list because he's just that good in my opinion, as well as Juju. But we're gonna keep it with the OGs for now. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe. It's your boy Joe Slam. We're out of here.